am I supposed to know what I lied about? Or who I lied to? We kicked off our morning with a delicious meal made by Violet. So tell us more about your dream, Tara. I don't really remember much, but I was in a video game and I was getting hit on by a lot of pigeons? How am I supposed to respond to that? What if it was a sign? I'm sorry, what? It was a dream, nothing more. I don't see how... Alice had a devilish grin on her face. Or Allie had a devilish grin on her face. I think it is a sign, Tara. It's a sign that you should try making video games. The world needs more pigeon dating sims. You're right. There's no time to waste. Tara ran off. Oh my, are you certain that was a good idea to spur her on? Of course. Seriously, what's the worst that could happen? I felt a chill run down my spine. Oh no. Oh, there you are, Chelly. I've been looking for you. It's time to decide who's your other soulmate candidate. You remember what we discussed yesterday, right? How could I forget? It's not like I've ever forgotten anything important before, except for, well, everything. Save the snark for whichever poor girl you end up seeing today. Ow, that stings. It'll be just between your two soulmate candidates from here on out, so choose wisely. Wait, really? So if we don't get chosen, what are we supposed to do? Well, for starters, we're in a tropical paradise. Think of it as a vacation. Soulmates aren't real anyway, so it's not a big deal. They're not real? Oh boy, Chelly, you might want to pick your second soulmate candidate quick. Wait a minute, Kat. Will we be splitting up the group after today? Nope, don't worry. You'll still be able to hang out together, and who knows where that will go. Whew. Good to know my battle plans will still come in handy. I mean friendship plans. Good to know that I still get to see my new friends. Yes, sir. So without further ado, Chelly, who's the unlucky... Unlucky? You're rude. Unlucky girl. I'd like to spend some time with Allie. We'll make it happen. Let's get the cameras rolling, people. We're in for a bumpy ride. Now be a dear and give us a minute to set up the scene, Okie dokie. How I let Allie talk me into this, I'll never know. You sure this is a good idea? There's only one way to find out, isn't there? Allie grabbed my hand and pulled me towards the slope of the hill. Relax, Chelly. What's the worst that could happen? Well, I could die? Would it be too much to ask to be on a TV show that I didn't end up with me dead? Don't worry, I've got you. Oh shit. Allie slipped on her rollerblades, pulling me down the hill with her. I tried to step back up on reflex, but it was all I could do to stand up with the rollerblades. Oh fuck! We started rolling down the hill, faster, faster, and faster. Allie was rolling down the hill backwards at full speed. I could see panic in her eyes. I couldn't figure out how to stop. We were going faster and faster. I screamed. Allie laughed and pointed at me. Gosh, your face is priceless. I love it. Allie turned around effortlessly and somehow glided next to me without ever having to let go of my hand. Our breakneck pace became slower and slower as she steered us back and forth repeatedly. Before I knew it, we were gliding down the road smoothly. The wind felt so nice. Now you've got the hang of it. You've got a funny way of teaching. The best way to teach a bird to fly is throwing it off a cliff, no? That's definitely a way of looking at it. Don't worry about it. You weren't ever in danger. Have you been rollerblading for a long time? No. I actually just learned how today. What was that about you never being in danger? Shh. You're quite the daredevil, aren't you? What gave that away? She laughed as she slapped me on the back. You know, you're a pretty quick learner. You picked up rollerblading almost as fast as I did. Well, I've got a pretty great teacher. It's a lot of fun hanging out with you, Allie. Shucks, I feel the same way, Chelly. It's great to be around someone willing to go on an adventure. The world's gone crazy. We're all gonna die. You might as well be around people that make life worth living. I couldn't say it better myself. You know, I bet you can't skate backwards. Allie reversed and started skating backwards as if to taunt me. Oh, why's that? I just think it's a bit too scary for a person who screams when they start going down a little bump. I'm Chelly, and I can't handle a little bump. Ah, help me. Come on, that was a hill. Yeah. I felt a fire light inside me. Bring it on, Allie. Oh, are you sure? Did I stutter? There comes a time in every person's life where we know we're taking a stupid bet, but do it anyway. With the power of misplaced confidence and adrenaline, I jumped high into the air. I don't want to die, so we'll just do a 360. Wait, am I spinning or is the world spinning? I'm not sure. Then it dawned on me. Oh, fuck. No, I won't let you kill Chelly. What? You're going to wish we had. What the hell? You're up. You okay, Chelly? Try not to move. You're a little banged up right now, and you'll be just fine in no time. Kat and I treated your injuries pretty well, if I do say so myself. What happened? You, well, skated backwards. We're defining skating quite liberally, huh? How'd I get here? I carried you here. Oh man, my head. Take it easy. It's only been a few hours since you KO'd yourself. Well, it's sort of my fault, but I made you some food. It should help you get your strength back up. Quick. Thanks, Allie. That's really nice of you. Don't expect something that Violet would make. All I can promise is that the food is probably healthier than my last suggestion before you knocked yourself out. I'll take my chances. I take a bite of the food cautiously. God, I'm dying. For a moment, Allie was wide-eyed with shock and horror. Ha ha ha, I'm just messing with you. The food's delicious. Thanks, Allie. I just figured I'd get a little bit of payback. You know, no one forced you to jump. She laughed and slapped me on the shoulder, then ran her hand through my hair and scratched it. I found myself smiling and admiring the blue of her eyes. I'm looking forward to your next adventure, Chelly. But promise not to be stupid again, okay? I'll try my best, but people can't help but do stupid things to impress a pretty girl. I guess impressed is what we'll call it. We spent the rest of the day making fun of each other for how stupid we were being. Somehow, some way, Allie could take the ordinary and turn it into an adventure. I was laughing so hard that I could barely feel any pain. Before I knew it, it was a nightmare. I was about to enter my room when I felt a familiar tap on my shoulder. Hey there, Chelly. Got a minute? I suppose. I want to make Tara and Allie jealous. It'd be good for ratings. Sorry, what? You're no fun. Anyway, she opened the door to my room and walked inside. I followed suit. I've got some good news. I'm all ears. Turns out my strategy worked. We've gotten enough ratings to avoid early canning. Don't get me wrong, people loved it when you and Tara were the main ship, but now with Allie is some serious competition? Let's just say that the online threads went from optimistic and united to downright murderous. Well, I'm glad to hear you get to live another day. I get to live another day. For now, at least, but that'll change quickly if our viewers don't feel like your relationships with both of them are progressing. Kat laughed, then took a seat on my bed. You know, I'm curious how you're feeling about Tara and Allie. Between those two, do you have a favorite? You don't make me pick a favorite. I guess Tara right now. I think I have a better connection with Tara right now. Say what you want about her. It's never boring with Tara. I had a feeling you would say that, and you're right to say that. Well, we'll see where things go with Tara. Something tells me you get a chance to hang out with her again tomorrow. Anyway, that's it for today. Keep it up, and who knows, you might just be the first one to make it out of here. Night, Chelly. Good night, Kat. She left my room, closing the door behind her. Guess it's time to turn in for the night. I see waves crash soundlessly against the shore and dissolve into nothing before they reach my feet. This must be my dream. She's next to me. I can't make out her face or even hear her voice, but I know it's her. The way the pale moonlight dances in her hair is so nostalgic. You look like you've seen a ghost, Chelly. I can't see your face, nor hear your voice, but I know it's you. I'm fine, don't worry about it. I hear my own voice speaking, as if it were coming through an old cassette. Are you thinking about what's going on out there now? $10 that it's better on this side. Out there, every day's a fight to stay alive. Here at least there's food, shelter, a place to call home, and most importantly, high speed and unlimited internet. I reach for her hand and hold it tight. And people that love you. I know, and I love you too. I know how lucky I am to be here, but I still want to see the other side. Why? You wouldn't survive a day out there. Same goes for me. Because it's real. It's real life. Where things happen that aren't planned by some producer. Where living isn't just following a script. I'd do anything for just a taste of it. We've been over this. I know. I'm just so tired of this. What the hell are we doing here, Chelly? I felt the same way she did, but there was nothing we could do. Not if we valued our lives. There's no escaping from here alive. We're living another day. But what are we living for? You really want to see the other side that badly? Yes. I laughed when she had look in her eye. I knew there was no convincing her otherwise. Even if she had to go alone, she'd seen it through. And I loved her for that. I guess you'll owe me $10 pretty soon. She laughed. You'll be the judge of that. Ooh, I don't know who this person is, but I guess we'll find out at some point. Oh my gosh, I heard what happened yesterday. Are you okay? No worries, I'm good. Thanks, Yui. I'm so relieved. Should you not be resting after yesterday? No need. I've only got a few scrapes and bruises. I'm surprised the both of you aren't dead after what you pulled. Believe me too. Wait, what? I mean, no worries, Scarlet. I've been rollerblading for longer than most people have ever. Technically, that's probably true, but... You should teach us how to rollerblade, Allie. It seems like it would be fun. You sure, Tara? I feel like that might not be a good idea. What's the worst that could happen? I like your attitude, girl. Come on, let's hit the road. Allie grabbed Tara's hand and pulled her away. She just did... What? Sometime later. Hey, Tara. How was skating? There's no words. I think Allie broke Tara. Scarlet waved her hands frantically in front of Tara's face as if to check if anyone was still in there. Tara, you in there? Hey, Tara, the internet's back. I guess nobody's home. Is there a medic on the island? Luckily, Tara was fine. After that was resolved, we spent the rest of the morning playing video games as therapy for Tara. She still doesn't remember a thing about what happened. What did you see, Tara? I guess we'll never know. I figure it's about time to talk with Kat about my next date, but I felt a tap on my back. Kat, is that... I turned around and the girl in front of me was as surprised as I was. Kat? No, this is Allie. Sorry, Allie, what's up? She looked to see if anyone else was around before she spoke. Have you noticed anything weird lately? What do you mean? Don't get me wrong. I had a lot of fun on our date earlier, but something about the show is weird. I went out for a walk in the forest last night, you know, because it's gorgeous and all. But after I got there, I must have dozed off for a minute. Taking a nap in a forest at night. You're braver than most, Allie. Let me finish. When I woke up, I was back in my room, on my bed. And I swear, I don't remember ever walking back. Huh, that sounds pretty crazy if it really did happen. You sure you didn't just have a weird dream? Now that you mention it, I tried Scarlett's cooking for fun last night. That was a big mistake. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but... Did you notice anything strange happen last night? I don't think so. It was just a regular night. I had a conversation with Kat in my room, but that was it. Damn, 5 girls to date wasn't enough, huh? Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Well, I guess I'll just be staying away from Scarlett's cooking and chalk it up to a weird-ass dream. Thanks for listening, Chelly. It's my pleasure, Allie. See you later. She ran off just as fast as she had come initially. Someone's in a hurry. Hey, Kat, I was looking for you. Afternoon, Chelly, same here. I wanted to ask, did you guys, do anything last night to Allie? Not that I know of. Our staff leaves the castle alone at night. I guess there's nothing to worry about. Kat's been honest with me so far about everything. Right? Anyway, more importantly, it's time for phase 2. You've done pretty decently with setting up Tara and Allie as your sole candidates. People are eating it up. The romance, whatever. More importantly, every time they're on screen, we get one hell of a ratings boost. From here on out, you'll only be going on dates with either of them. That will be your best bet to get out of here alive. That sound good to you? You almost make it sound like I have a choice. I'm glad we're on the same page, as always, Chelly. But enough with the pleasantries. Who's the unlucky girl today? Ha ha ha. I guess I'd like to spend today with... We'll go with Tara again. Alright, sounds like a plan to me. I think she's working on something in the mansion. Lead the way. I knocked on the door to the game room. Hey, Chelly, what's up? I thought I'd check in and see how you're doing with your game. Let me show you what I'm working on then. Tara handed me her game device. Not all the art's ready yet, but I'm hoping it'll be done soon. It's a farming game. I had to ditch the pigeon dating idea after, well, finding out it was already done. That's really a shame for the whole world, really. But in this game, you get to live in a village out in the country, make friends, raise crops, and decimate all the invaders with your giant mecha pigeon death machine. And there's 1 million possible weapon combinations, and that sounds cool. Wow, that's cool. I'd love to play it. I'm curious, how come you decided to make a farming game? Good question. They've just got a special place in my heart. I used to just play these morning till night every day. You can probably tell I'm not really a go out and party kind of person. Me neither. To be honest, I don't know enough people who go to parties anyway, but whatever. Same. Hey, it's your choice how you spend your time. Hey, it's your life. It's your choice how you spend your time. Just do what you want, you know? That's pretty much how I feel about it. Enough talk. Try playing it. I want to see how you feel about it. Alright, here we go. The title screen played with click. Star Blue Valley. It was a mecha pilot. I was a mecha pilot who got tired of life in the mecha corps and decided to move out to the country and became a farmer. I was a pretty good one at that. Every season, I'd learn to plant water and harvest new kinds of crops. Tara would give me advice for farming in every season. Her face was so close to mine, she'd watch my every move with a pensive expression. Farming and fishing felt great, but fishing was almost impossible to do at first. The mecha parts of the game felt incredible. You could even get to know the villagers and have relationships with them too. There was just one thing that was a bit weird. First, wow, what you have so far is incredible, Tara. You think so? Yeah, really, it's incredible. I never thought you could combine farming and being a mecha pilot in the same game, but you did it just fine. Thanks, Chelly. That's nice of you to say. There's just one thing I think that was a little off. What's that? Any feedback would be great. I feel like the relationships with the townspeople were a little weird. The dating aspects didn't really feel right. I knew you'd notice that. It's kind of embarrassing, but I've never actually dated before, so I have no idea what it's really like. And to be honest, I've never really had a real friend either. If it's not too much to ask, her voice suddenly reduced to a whisper. Maybe you and I could be friends? I'd be honored to be your friend. That said, please don't trap me in a video game again. Sorry, what? Anyway, watching you play gave me some ideas. Want to help me with testing them? Sure, I'd be happy to help however I can. We'd both suggest ideas, she'd implement it, and we'd test it together and repeat. It just kept getting better and better. Tara's smile and enthusiasm was contagious. I couldn't help but be excited for her and in awe of her drive. We spent the rest of the day working on her game, but it only felt like minutes. I'm just glad it wasn't another virtual reality game. I was about to turn in for the night when I heard a knock on my door. Hey, Kat. I thought you weren't going to come over tonight. Sorry about that. I got tied up in some things. Is everything okay? Good as always. Care to join me for a walk? Sure, that sounds nice. Then away we go. We walked at a relaxed pace with Kat slightly ahead, leading the way. So how are you feeling about day 3? You still feeling Tara? Yeah. Tara is still the girl I like the most. If anything, getting to meet and know the other girls made me like her even more. There's no one I'd rather spend a day with than Tara, you know? There's nothing quite like that. Aw, that's cute. Also a perfect answer for the cameras. Thank you very much. I guess you'll be giving Tara's fanbase some more things to go rabbit over soon, You can say that again. Perfect. Well, I'm happy you've at least got one girl you're really interested in, but it helps you've got chemistry with both. Tomorrow, you'll be going on a date with your other soulmate candidate instead. Let's milk this love triangle for all it's worth. Sound good to you? I'm noticing a pattern in you making it sound like I have a choice when I really don't. None of us really had a choice nowadays, I'm afraid. Alright, I gotta get back to editing today's footage. You ready to head back to the mansion? Why is it? Good night. See you later, Kat. I had to click him in now. If we get caught trying to escape, there's no telling what happened to us. It's a chance we have to take. I know, we need to know what we're up against. We know the island better than anyone right now, Chelly. We'll be fine. I'm not so sure. Damien's brought in that scientist for his latest experiment. All I've heard is that she's the one who built the prototype, the one Damien used to turn 6 into a vegetable. Not to mention the old test audiences, too. Shit. I think they must have killed at least 100 people by now, and they still haven't perfected it. If we get caught... I get what you're trying to say. Are you still with me on this? It's not too late. You didn't even have to ask. Of course I'm with you. Who are you? Somehow I know you're close by. But every time I try to see your face, the dream ends. I'll probably do this chapter and then be finished up for the day. The girls and I kicked off our morning by testing out Tara's game together. It was a multiplayer now, so we could all play together in the same world. This came with its own fair share of consequences. I said cover me, or you'll have to finish making dinner yourself. I'm trying. There's just too many mutant vegetables attacking. Yui, I need you to cover me. Where are you? I'm sorry. It's the mayor's birthday and I can't decide which berry to give him. It can wait. But then I won't get bonus points. Come to think of it, I think we're running low on tomatoes and carrots. Do you need any, Violet? We have enough to survive the winter, but more supplies are always welcome. I'm on it. Well, the game's definitely gotten more exciting. I wanted for them to test the relationships, but maybe that'll have to wait a bit. I guess we'll see next time. Yeah, next time. It can wait. We spent the rest of the morning playing Tara's game. Ugh, my head. You okay? You don't look so good. Not so loud. Ugh, my head's killing me after I had a ton of wine last night. I still had to edit our broadcast after that, which didn't help. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the woman who decides whether I get to live or die every night. And she was very, very drunk when she did just that. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Clearly, you're still alive, Chelly, so it's all good. Believe me, you'd drink too if you worked here. Just look at the Brothers 5. Working at Futuristic Evil Court, TM, has to come with some benefits, right? You'd think, but we'd still have to pay for dental out of pocket. Before I forget what this show's all about. Today's the day you go on a date with... Who was your other soulmate candidate again? Allie. How much did you drink last night, Kat? Whatever, I knew that. Just testing you, duh. Right. Alright, let's get the second date with Allie started. Woo! Whoa, someone tell the world to stop spinning like a little bitch. I'm pretty much fucked, huh? Howdy, Chelly. You ready for round 2? I figured you might want to hang out somewhere where rollerblades don't work. I spend all night dreaming of the next chance I could use those 2 little death machines. Then I think you'll love what we got in store today. There's no wheels where we're going. What do you mean? You'll see. Follow me. First I'm going to need you to close your eyes. I'm not sure I like where this is going. Nothing to worry about, Chelly. I'll be right next to you the whole time. Because that's always gone well. Hasn't it? Allie moved behind me and covered my eyes with her hands. Now let's just keep walking forward. Trust me. Right. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't somehow enjoying this. My heart skipped a beat when she first wrapped her arms around me. I cautiously took step after step forward. First, I felt dirt, then sand, then water? Are you trying to make me drown myself? Of course not. Though, I have to admit, this does look a lot like how they killed people back in the day. You're gonna want to take a really high step forward next, or it's gonna hurt. I raised my right leg as high as I could and then stepped forward. Something clanged like metal. Next, I brought over my left leg. Keep your eyes closed for just a second longer. I just gotta do one thing. Allie let go of me and took a few steps forward. Brace yourself. Wait, what's... I was knocked off my feet by the sudden movement and opened my eyes on reflex. Water sprayed onto my body as I struggled to regain my balance. All aboard the SS St. Allie. When and where did you get a boat? Pretty cool, right? I found this baby in the back of the Anson this morning. You just found it? Anyway, I asked Kat if I could take it for a spin. She said that as long as we stayed within a few clicks of the island, we're good, or the engine will automatically shut off. So I thought, why not have a little joyride around the island? What could go wrong? There's no fun in thinking that, is there? So why bother? Why indeed, thought the person stuck on a life or death dating show. We cruised around the island for a while, taking note of the different buildings covering the island. The mansion seemed so small from way out here. Hours flew by as we cruised around. Ollie took a deep breath and sighed. You okay, Allie? You don't seem as chipper as usual. I guess I'm a little homesick. It's nothing to do with you, promise. I'm just worried about my old man. I'm sorry, wasn't your father? Yeah, he's long gone. But you know the story about you know the old story about New Asia? I'm talking about Lucas. He was a good friend of my dad's, and he's taking care of me and a whole lot of other kids. Sounds like a cool dude. You sure have a way with words, don't you, Chelly? Sure. I don't dwell much on the past. It just slows you down. I couldn't agree more. Is that the amnesia talking? Who knows? She laughed as she put her hand tenderly against my cheek. I'm more worried that he'll get himself into trouble if I'm not around to keep him in check. What's he like? Let's just say that a lot of how I act is from him, but I'm much more restrained. If you're like this, I guess I wouldn't even survive a single day hanging out with him. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Oh, nothing at all. Allie made a sharp turn, and the sudden force almost threw me out of the boat. Hey, what was that for? Oh, nothing at all. I couldn't help but smile at her. She was practically shining when she had that devilish grin. I'm sure he's doing just fine, Allie. He's probably watching right now, just to make sure you're safe. You're probably right, now that I think about it. He's always wastes the day watching shitty reality TV shows. Which gives me an idea. What's that? With one hand on the wheel, Allie turned to me and kissed me on the lips. I kissed her back. It felt like lightning was running through my veins. The boat started to rock back and forth more and more uncontrollably, but we didn't stop. That's gotta Lucas a heart attack. Seriously, what kind of father lets their daughter go on a trashy show like this? I couldn't help but laugh. Whatever. It's been a fun ride so far. And here's to the next one with you, Chelly. She kissed me again, sending the boat into an erratic frenzy. We spent the rest of the day together cruising around on a boat until we ran out of daylight. I was feeling too restless after today's date to wait in my room, so I went for a walk downstairs. Oh, hey Chelly, I was just about to go up and check in on you. Hey there, Kat, what's up? Huh? There was some fancy desserts here from last week, but I can't find them anymore. Guess I'll take that out of the brothers' 5 paychecks. How do you know it's them? They're like clockwork. Allie looked like a deer in headlights on the other end of the kitchen. Kat hadn't seen her yet. She made direct eye contact with me, then hightailed it out. Anyway, I've been meaning to talk to you. What's up? How'd your date with Allie go today? Awesome. It was pretty great. There's never a dull moment with Allie. I'm just scratching the surface, but I like what I see, and I really want to get to know her more. Interesting, interesting. That's good. Allie's pretty out there as far as people go. I can see why she'd have a hard time opening up. But from what I saw today, I'm sure if anyone can, it'd be you. People thought she didn't have much of a chance here, but I guess you two are proving them wrong. Anyway, you're probably safe for at least another day, thanks to the ongoing rivalry between Tara and Allie. The stakes are rising, and so are our precious ratings, so without further ado, it's time for Phase 3. You've only got one date left with each of them before the final date, so make them count. You're not out of the woods just yet. Will do. Alright, good. Well, I need to get back to preparing for tomorrow's show. And you better rest up for tomorrow. You only get the first third date with a girl, right? Sounds good to me, Kat. See you later, Chelly. Good night, Kat. And thanks for the help. I realize I'd probably be screwed without you. Don't thank me yet. I walked back to my room and plopped on my bed. Time to get some shut-eye. Alright, we're out of the mansion. Next stop, the beach. I told you the staff wouldn't suspect a thing. That's because nobody's been stupid enough to try to escape till now. Maybe people should have been a little bit more stupid a little sooner. Easier said than done. She grabbed my hand and pulled me along. We'll go through the forest. Come on. We ran through the forest as if the devil were chasing us. The truth was not far from it. Okay, I can see the pier now, and the boat. We're this close to getting out of here. She always put on her bravest face when she was afraid. We're gonna make it, right? Of course. The boat's just a little further, and no one's on our trail. I can't believe it. We're finally getting out of here. We're finally going to leave, Chelly. About time, if you ask me. I'm dreamt of this moment every day since. Who knows how long we've been trapped here by now. But I never thought I could escape till I got to know you. I laughed. You're giving me too much credit. It was your idea. Finally, find any other sane person and they would have told you the same things. Sane people didn't try to escape with me. I wouldn't have stayed sane if it weren't for you, though. She laughed. That was my favorite sound. Let's get back to the matters at hand. We both know that this is where the rubber meets the road. Yeah. Now it's just a mad dash to the finish. You ready to run? No. I'm kidding. Let's go. That favorite sound of mine once more. I hope it's not the last time I hear it.